raise goes to the community in the form of service, be it for the blind, scholarships or whatever. But to do all that, we've got to have fundraisers, and we need active participation from the public to buy tickets and fill seats up.
Right. So what's your event coming up?
March 1st, a week from this Sunday, at the American Legion Hall, we have an omelet feed.
Okay.
And it's a lot of fun. We have door prizes and raffle prizes and a 50-50 drawing and just a lot of good time. And everybody builds their own omelet. And we prepare the omelets in front of them in the food line, and then we mix it all together for them so they got exactly what they want, and everybody just loves it with salad.
Well, the condiments would be, we have sausage, we have ham, chili in the second part of the line. We have salad, mushrooms, onions, 3 or 4 different kinds of cheese. And then you fill up a 6-ounce cup with what you want for your condiments. And then you give them to one of us that's cooking them, and we have a 3-egg omelet started. Pour them in, make your omelet. Then the next station is the chili. Then the next station is salad and your bread. And then some of us make homemade desserts. I make Italian cookies. Others make different things. And we purchase them. And then for $12 at the door, $10 pre-sale. But usually we're limited to about 120 people at the Legion Hall. But it's a good meal. It takes a lot of effort on our part. But you, the public, are the winner in this sense. Not only do you get a good meal, but the money goes right back into the community for service. And that works out pretty well for all of us.
Now, people need to buy tickets in advance, or can they show up at the door?
We like to sell them in advance, but if you show up at the door, the tickets would be $12. If you buy them in advance, they're $10.
Okay, that's a good deal.
I sold a little over 20 tickets myself so far, just neighbors, just asking people if you're interested. We've been doing this I've been up for 20 years, so it's almost 20 years that I've been involved in it. We usually do 2 a year, and we have a steak in between time, and then we have tri-tip or something else a little later on in the year.
Now, you've been involved in it for 20 years, so I was going to ask you, who's thought this up? Because this is a great idea.
Well, I've been involved in Lions for 45 years in the Bay Area. I transferred up here in '95. It was going on when I transferred here from the Bay Area. And who thought it up, I could not tell you because I don't know. I can find out for you and get back to you.
Yeah.
But right now, I don't have the information.
Everybody has pancake feeds, but I mean, this is almost like going to a big fancy buffet where they make your own omelet. You can watch it being made.
What we changed, instead of having, who says you can't have breakfast for dinner? And that's what we're doing.
Right.
We got tired. We used to do it on Saturday nights, and it's a toss-up. But we went to Sunday 2 years ago, and it's been a success on the Sunday cycle because nobody else is doing anything on Sundays. And you're dressed up anyway because you're coming from church or whatever you're doing. And, gee, I don't want to go home and cook a complete dinner.
Nice.
Why not spend $10 or $15 and go out and have someone else do it for you? Leave the mess there. You've eaten, and now you can go home with a full tummy. It's usually the attitude adjustment, or the bar opens up at the Legion Hall at 4:30. We start preparing dinners at 6. And it takes us probably, with 4 of us cooking, about 45 minutes to serve or cook 120 meals. But we take probably about 2 hours of prep time ahead of that to set the place up, to do all the kitchen work, chop the vegetables, get everything set and ready to go. But it works out pretty well for everybody.
You got my wife already because she's a breakfast for dinner type person.
Fine.
So
Spread the word.
she'll eat breakfast anytime.
And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
But what do you use the money for out in the community?
Well, it's used in a variety of different ways, but it's the I portion of the dollars. I'm going to let you describe what we do with the money from where we go from there.
Lions International, we have a Lions Eye Foundation, which is out of USF Hospital, San Francisco. We do get referrals from the local schools of children who may need eye care of some sort, or even adults. And what they do is we take the name and give it to one of our local eye doctors, Todd Pickens, I believe, is with his business. They'll check the eyes, and then they will take the referral to San Francisco. We'll provide the transport over there or pay for it, their night stay if it requires surgery or what have you. And then we also collect used eyeglasses. Don't throw them out. Give them to any of the Lions Club members.
Are these basically just for kids or for all ages?
Age is not a problem. It's not limited to color, to race, no, it's just people. It's a human being that is needing service.
Those people that have a hard time figuring out how they're going to pay for it, or,
Okay, less fortunate, or if you want to put it that way, or not sure, whatever. Usually the schools, we don't touch them. As far as screening, it's done by the schools and by the doctors. Once we get the name, our committee will take and turn the name into the doctor. He or she will go through it, make the reference if it's needed, or make a local check on it. And then they'll make the reference to USFF or Lions Eye Foundation if it's needed. And that works out pretty well. We have the same thing with hearing aids.
the foundation that's one of the staple programs for Lions International?
Yes.
Okay.
We also, with the used eyeglasses, they go out, like I just dropped off 320 pair to the warehouse over in Vallejo, and they're screened by 4 different local prisons. They have machines in there that screen them. They'll clean them, screen the lenses, and then package them. And then when Todd goes overseas to whatever Lions country we're working in, he'll take the glasses with him, or they'll be shipped there, and then he'll set up eye screening for whatever country we're
And how many
developing.
people out there at home have 1, 2, 5 pairs of glasses sitting there that they're not using anymore?
Everyone.
It just took us a couple weeks to get 320 pair. That makes us work close to almost 3,000 pair we've turned in the last 2 years to the warehouse. And I go down there because my other son lives there, and I drop them off over there. But it's just one club. I mean, all the clubs, Jackson, Science Club, ours, Clements, Lockford, they all, any Lions Club, we all collect them.
Let's talk about the event one more time,
Okay.
the time, the date, and the place.
March 1st, at the American Legion Hall. The doors will open at 4:30 for no-host cocktails, and then we start serving at 6 o'clock.
Omelets with cocktails, that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
It is. It's a good mixture.
Where can people get tickets?
They can call me at 209-295-6308, or they can just show up at the door.
Okay, that's all the time we have, but thank you, gentlemen, for
Thank you.
being here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Get your omelets, and we're going to go to a break and be right back with TSPN.